Alright. I'm back. Let's see. We're probably gonna want to get, you know, our weapon and shield back on. And some better gear. All right. I will think about turning that yukata into another outfit for Mel. I still haven't done any of the ones from the DQ1 crossover event yet. I don't know which ones to kick off. I still have to think about that pretty carefully. But... oh. I mean, we can leave the lantern on for today. It's okay. To unlock Deathmaster, first off, you need to own and have the key for V5 active on your account. Oh, wow. Right on top of me. Okay, let's line this up well with the other one. There we go. That seems good to me. And so this is what the bamboo curtain looks like initially. And the bamboo will go away, just leaving a curtain of stars. If you interact with it, I might need to move everyone a little bit over. Raoul's getting a little bit of a star shower. It's fine. I might consider getting enough of those to go all the way around Mel's yard, though. Oh, enjoy the event, Shobu. It is one of my favorite times of year. I'm not good with scary things, but yeah, I love Tanabata so much. So, they moved the place where you have to go to unlock Deathmaster. It used to be in a well in the town of Glen. It is now in a well outside of Glen. So... I believe if you are looking for Kasasagi in Glen... he's... oh, he is not where I thought he would be. He is over there. Right across from the bank. I think it is... the well we are looking for is in the East Glen region. Yep. It is down there at, what's that, F7? Oh yeah, Mel's new prism. Oh, it's so cute. I believe this is one of the... is this the flying mount music from 6? Or was it the other mount from... or other method of transportation? I know it's from 6, but I don't remember which... Alright. To the south. That mount? Okay. I wasn't sure. It's been a long time and I've only played 6 once. Hey, Enix! Welcome! How's it going? Across this bridge. And then over this way. That's what happens when you read chat. Instead of looking where you're going. It's alright. Paladin's up to 85 for Mel. She can handle it. Hey Felius, welcome! Yes, it is moving pretty quick. Clipping along at a good pace. Oh, there's a treasure chest out here that Mel never got. And I'm guessing I'm gonna want to set a zoom stone here. Let's see, which one am I free to reset? I think we're okay to reset this one. Alright. There we go. Where's the... Oh, there's the well. Okay. I turned just far enough that... Or not far enough to see it. Okay. Let's go. There's a dried out well here. Would you like to go inside? That's normally a bad idea, but in Dragon Quest you want to check every well. Ah! You startled me. Who are you? Ah, so you're Mel. You've come here because you also want to be a Death Master? Which means... Oh, I see. Well, I mean, not just anyone would come out here to this creepy place surrounded by gravestones without being called, huh? Well, I like straightforward people, but if you're aiming to become a Death Master, you're going to need to get used to the atmosphere here. I'm Nedim. Nedim. I'm gonna call her. Just like you, I came here to be a Death Master. Let's work together, Mel. I am Deslin, a Death Master. I am the one who sent you a letter calling you here. Thank you for answering. So, back with the release of V5, everyone got a letter in their mailbox from Deslin announcing that a new class was available and they could come see her for more details. If you have decided to become my disciple, then I will help you become a fully fledged Death Master. I came out here to see what was up after I was called out here by a letter from Master Deslin. I've been a little anxious being here by myself, like being the only disciple out here. Oh, that's right. Master Des even has some helpful material she wrote herself. I see. It's a book on the table. Death Master for beginners? But going and putting out a book like this and everything, I really respect Death Masters. It's a little embarrassing being told that to my face, but I will do my best to lay down the basics of being a Death Master, so be prepared. Or that might actually also say to pound the basics of being a Death Master into you, so be prepared. Now then, Mel, please come this way. I would like to talk with you. Okay. Oh. Also, her name is Yellow, which means we're gonna get a mini medal from the Yellow Fairy. Okay, cool. Just listen to what they have to say, same as usual. Welcome. Thank you for answering my call, Mel. Let me ask once more, have you come here because you have a strong will toward becoming a Death Master? Yes. That's such a reliable answer. Well then, let's get started and I will explain to you about the class called Death Master. Death Masters make use of scythes and pole arms, bows, and axes. They use a spirit summon as their passive skill. It's like a dead spirit summon. To call spirits that will serve them. That's the kind of class it is. Okay, so I wonder if it's works a bit like Summoner does. We'll get into it. The spirits who serve you will use the power given to a Death Master, or the power that you will solidify as a Death Master, your death power, and become stronger. Or I guess you can use your death power on them to make them stronger? Probably. Also, when you have companions who have died, when you bring them back to life, it will have the effect of either putting Baikilto or Maryoku Kakuse on them, which those two buffs are it's oomph and I don't remember what it's called for magic, but it's the buff that makes either your attacks or your magic spells stronger. So you will be able to get a kind of that passive skill, I guess, on you or learned that you can have this. That sounds really great to res people and then they would automatically have buffs. Hey Drastic, welcome, how's it going? But there's kind of an odd ceremony that's required in order to class change into being a Death Master. Are you alright with that? Alright, let's do it. Oh, you answered just as I expected. The ceremony, you see, it's called the feeding ceremony amongst Death Masters. It will probably be a little boring for me to just go on and on explaining myself, so Mel, let's make this a little bit of a test for you to learn about it on your own. What is necessary to perform the feeding ceremony is written inside the textbook that is on that table. So read it well and then make it happen, please. Alright. On the table, the textbook. Here we go. Oh, that's a great name for a book. On the table, Mel found a textbook called, oh, I see, Death Master. And she opened it up and began to research about the feeding ceremony. For the feeding ceremony, you will need to head to a space between this world and that world called the Twilight Garden and consume a yomo fruit. In order to get to the Twilight Garden, which is not of this world, you must rely on the effects of the... oh, I don't know. This is like a death medicine, which separates your spirit from your body. Rely on the asphyxia medicine. I see. Okay. To obtain the asphyxia medication, you should go to the dense forest settlement and talk to Kabachu there and have them share it with you. Make sure you introduce yourself as a disciple of Deslin. Okay. So, earlier when we were in the Tanabata village, these were the two NPCs we hadn't met yet, but here they are. So now we've seen Fan and Nedim. I still don't know why Fan can talk, but there you are. So you've listened to Deslin's request. Let me also thank you. Or let me also give you my thanks. Thank you, miss. That is probably something that will come up during the quest line for Death Master, which we'll get to at some point, but probably not today. Alright, so the dense forest encampment or settlement is over in Wedi territory. It is the one that is beyond Verinado. So let's head over there and find the person we need to talk to. to get this medicine. I'm thinking I'm gonna call it Asphyxia Elixir instead. I just think that sounds better than medicine or drug. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of shady, but we'll talk to him. Oh, you have a very interesting speech pattern. I am the wild plant bank of this area. I never get tired of making medicines out of the wild plants here. But I can't just go and sell them to anybody. We want to tell him that we are one of Deslin's disciples. Yes. So we told him that. Deslin? Oh, so she took on some disciples. Oh, you should have said so in the first place. Well then, I wouldn't have held back on you. I can't take any money from Deslin's disciples. Just choose what it is that you want. So we have Fabulous Denbun. Omukai desu. Omukai desu. That's... oh man. Daifun Shikes. Okay. I think this is what we need because it means welcome death. And that sounds like what we're about to do. So Omukai desu, huh? This is a secret elixir that my master used to make on request for Death Masters long ago. He also has interesting naming sense, yes. He used to take sleeping flowers, or like dream-seeing flowers. I think in the English they're called like sleeping hibiscus or something like that. And strengthen their effect and make them into an anesthetic. And they called it Asphyxiation Elixir. Here you go. Okay, we've got it in our key items. You have obtained the Asphyxiation Elixir needed for the feeding ceremony. Let's go report into Deslin. I want to take a look at that in my key items, please. Oh, wow. That is not what I expected it to look like. I expected a liquid. Okay. Well, it works. I'm glad I set a zoom stone out there. Alright. Back down the well. What's the worst that could happen? Death, probably. But I think that's kind of the point. Alright, Deslin. Oh, Mel. So you've met with Kobachu and you obtained the Asphyxia Elixir. Oh? The name he used was different? He didn't call it the Asphyxia Elixir, but Welcome Death? As usual, he's giving... or he enjoys giving odd names to things. Before, I saved that person from... dead spirits, from spirits before, and because of his gratitude, he feels obligated to me. And also on top of that, he is quite good at, I guess, like, compounding, like doing what he does. If you take this medicine, you will go to the Twilight Garden right away. At the base, or at the root of a large tree that grows in the Twilight Garden, you will pick up a yomo fruit and eat it. And this is the feeding ceremony. Oh, that's right. If you plan to take the medicine, please go to the sofa that Nedim is not sitting on. It is strictly prohibited to take it when you are standing. Alright, well, let's go over here. It's like, do you want to lay down on the sofa and take the welcome death? Yes. Oh, are you taking the welcome death? I'm gonna take it too. I will. Let's go to the Twilight Garden together. Alright, Mel laid down on the sofa and took the welcome death. In the blink of an eye, her consciousness got very far away. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, cool! So, I think spider lilies are generally a type of flower that's kind of associated with death and dying. But, oh, they're really pretty. So... Alright, that's the portal back to Deslin's home. Yeah, here's the Twilight Garden. And there's the fruit up on the tree. Alright, well, here goes. At the root of the tree, or the base of the tree, there is a red fruit that has fallen. This appears to be the yomo fruit that was written about in the textbook. Do you want to eat the yomo fruit? Yes. I mean, yeah. Do we really want to? If you want to be a death master. None of the other class change things have killed me so far, so fingers crossed. Mel picked up the yomo fruit and like brushed off its soft skin. Or no, it... Oh, okay. Peeled away its soft but thick skin. Interesting. Hey, hang on. I'm so glad I was able to come after you. Is that the Yomo fruit you've got in your hand there? We should... If we're gonna eat it, we should eat it together. This is our memorable first step towards becoming Death Masters, right? Mel split her Yomo fruit together with Nidim and they ate it together. Oh, this is so good. Let's eat another one. Ah, I'm so full. Hey, let me ask. Why did you want to become a Death Master? And I've got options. I wanted to, or in order to contribute to world peace. I just wanted to class change. I want to learn new techniques. I don't really have a reason. I don't know if this affects anything. Let's go with the learn new techniques. That's right. This is the kind of world where you don't know what's going to happen next and your future is uncertain. It's best to have as many weapons in your arsenal as you can. It seems that my ancestors were actually Death Masters. And that's when I learned that. It was about the time that the letter arrived from Master Dez. Is this fate? It kind of makes me... or gives me the shivers. Does this kind of thing actually ever happen? Let's... is this the kind of thing that happens, like stars aligning and stuff like that? Let's aim... Let's have the two of us, we should aim to become the rising stars of the Death Masters. Yeah, twinkle. Oh, I'm kind of really sleepy all of a sudden. Oh, this is bad. I can't stay on my feet any longer. Mel was also attacked by a sudden, strong sleepiness. And her vision clouded over. Mel lost consciousness. I hope it's because my spirit is returning to my body. Oh, good. I appear to be in one piece again. Ah, you've awoken, Mel. Please come over here and let's talk. Alright, Deslin. Welcome back, Mel. Were you able to properly finish the feeding ceremony? Yep, we ate the fruit. We told Deslin that together with Nidim, we ate the Yomo fruit. Is she back? Okay, good. She's back too. Oh, Mel. I had to look this up. Hanamaru. It's like a flower circle. And that's kind of the equivalent of you get a gold star. if you've ever seen, like, on a piece of homework or something, of anything you've seen that's Japanese, there's like a little circular flower drawn around the score. So there we go. We got a gold star. So I wanted you to learn my creed, which is, in order to test your autonomy, you should follow your curiosity. I'm sure that from this point on you will be able to do a proper job of being a Death Master. Now that the feeding ceremony is over, if you ask any Dharma priest, you'll be able to class change to a Death Master. That ceremony serves to strengthen your spirit so that it can connect with other worlds. You've taken your first step towards becoming our companion. And many blessings on reaching this milestone. We can class change to a Death Master now. Oh, congrats on the 3-day weekend! It is the Death Master's duty to lend an ear to the poor spirits who can't climb to heaven and grant their wishes. I'd like to have you take on a job as soon as possible, but you'll need to go class change to a Death Master first. And once you have class changed to a Death Master, please do check out the pink-colored book on the chair there next to the desk. That is a very useful book with all kinds of information on how to fight as a Death Master. Beginners should give it a good read-through. Okay. Which we will before taking on any jobs and doing the Death Master class quest line, but that will not be today. My day's going pretty good. Still kind of early here. Alright, so we're done with that. Um... 2.2 spoilers ahead for anyone who's playing the game but hasn't reached that point yet. We are going to run through the story of the Royal Labyrinth next. So, we went over this a little bit initially when the Royal Labyrinth opened up. I think I want to be a higher level class here. Let's go with a Battle Master. I haven't played any of Death Master yet. I would assume that it's more of a support class if it plays like Summoner. But I will have to get back to you on that later. For the Royal Labyrinth, you can only take a companion monster with you. That'll be good. And the primary purpose of it is to level up on Lucia. Which I have a bit, but it also has an overarching story that goes with it, and I wanted to cover that today. Let's see. Sure. So I ran through the initial one. There, you'll see we have... There are a lot of levels to this labyrinth. And each level, when you get to the end, there is at least one NPC that talks to you. And I only covered the first one on stream before. So let's start. Let's see. They go in trios. So these first three are at dawn. It's the Sky Garden, the desert, and the Holy Forest. And then this is the daytime Sky Garden, desert, and Holy Forest. The sunset, Sky Garden, desert, and Holy Forest. And then the nighttime, Sky Garden, desert, and Holy Forest. And I want to run through at least one of each of the different types. The maps can be a little bit different. Let's hope we get some kind ones. What do I want to do first? Well, let's start with the second one, since we did the first. And I've gone through and written up the dialogue that you get with the NPCs at the end. So I'll read through that as well while we go. These are timed. You can see the number of seconds you have left up in purple in the corner there. And I'll just refresh everyone's memory of the NPCs in the first one once we get going here. So there are a certain number of monsters on each map. You have to defeat them all to proceed forward. The only people that you can have here are yourself on Lucia, and if you happen to have a companion monster with you and out, you can bring them along too. The floating treasure chests, you can spend some of your time that you have left to obtain them. I'm going to ignore them. You go through a level, and then you reach kind of an area where there will be at least one, but up to 3 genies that you can spend some of your seconds to have them grant wishes for you. There are strength-based wishes, where you will get like a random effect, such as have a chance to start battles with oomph on, or that kind of thing. There are... Ooh, metal slime. I should have put a Genki Dama on. Oh well. It's fine. Crit! Nice. There are love genies that will grant you things. Like, I think it's mostly buffs that will help you at the start of battle. Status effects, that kind of thing. So either positive effects on you or negative effects on the monsters, I think. And greed genies that will offer you like higher chance of loot dropping or bonus times experience or gold from the monsters that you defeat. If any of them have this yellow glow about them, they are going to be harder versions of that monster. They'll have more HP, slightly better stats. But we're fine. Alright, so you go through a floor, then there's a genie room, and then another floor, and then a genie room, and then the boss of that level. Whichever level you have chosen. And the bosses are always the same. Like, because this is the Dawn Desert, I will have the same boss no matter how many times I run it. Okay, so when you go through this gateway, and when you defeat monsters, you gain back a certain number of seconds to continue onward. So we've got a power genie here, and a love genie here, and then a couple of treasure chests that we could open up. The copper ones are when you get to the end of the dungeon, it will take the haze out from around them and turn them into actual items that you can use in your menu to get objects. The copper ones are usually going to be some kind of low-level consumable. There are also silver and gold ones that can have better treasures. For the most part, I'm going to ignore those as well. So here we are on the second map level. Oh, we got very lucky. The desert is one of the places. The desert has one particular map that has two different places where it has a crossroads and goes off on a really long dead end, and monsters love to hang out over there. So if you're in a harder level and it's taking longer to get through the fights, your time really gets cut down having to run all the way over there. Ooh, that was a gold one. I'll pick up the treasure chests I come across, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them. So, after you fight the boss of each floor, you'll enter back into a hallway that looks much like where we started, and there will be ghosts there. They're all called like mysterious ghost or mystery ghost. And once we get there and we see what one looks like, I'll start translating what is being said. Okay. Got 3 monsters left, looks like. A yellow one over by the gate, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. One interesting thing to note about the battle mechanics here, ordinarily when you're playing the game, when you finish a battle, there's a few seconds where you're immune to getting into another battle. That doesn't apply here. You can get out of a battle and instantly get into another one, which is a nice change that they made because everything's timed. And sometimes those few seconds make a big difference. Alright. Onward to the next genie room. Let's see. We've got a power genie and a love genie. Most of the time when I'm going through here, I only pay attention to the greed genies because I'm hoping to get bonus XP just to level up on Lucia faster. So here we are at the boss, and on this floor the timer doesn't start going down until you activate the fight. So here we have the Desert King. Or the Sand Ocean King. But same difference. It's angry at me. So many crits. Good job, Mel. Needleman finished it off. Alright, there we go. Okay, the door to the next room has been opened. I really like the desert one during the dawn because you get to see the moon going down, and the giant hourglasses that are everywhere are really beautiful. Okay. So, here's the hall that you end up in. And it looks like this kind of every time. If it's your first time through, the kind of blue portal in the back there will have a dark purple haze over it that needs to be kind of purified before you can continue on through. Hey, Tayo! Welcome, how's it going? So, the first level, which we skipped past because I've already run it previously, you will find the ghost of a soldier who says, "Oh, this sensation, are you a living human? In that case, you must be the new era of hero and ally. How many months and days have passed since that shining, terrible era, I wonder." And then you will also find a noblewoman, the ghost of a noblewoman, who says, "The lost souls that wander this labyrinth are those related to the Granzadora royal family who have left this world with deep regrets. And this beautiful labyrinth is the eternal paradise created by the souls of the dead. No, it might be more fitting to call this place a hell. Can you also hear the screams that echo up from the depths of this labyrinth? You most likely know it too, the sound of that person's painful voice." So here we have a priest who says, "Oh, you're the hero and the ally. In that case, the current era must be shrouded in a deep darkness. O goddess, may happiness be granted to your children. May glory be to the kingdom of Granzadora." And this well-dressed man who says, "I am Elnora, a great sculptor of the bloodline of the royal family. I'm sure you both must have seen the giant statues in Granzadora Castle of the hero Alvin with his sword raised, and of his ally Camille. Those are my masterpieces. Those solemn statues of the two heroes will secure my fame, I'm sure." However, I regret that right after completing them, before the unveiling ceremony could take place, I fell from a ladder and promptly died. Alright, well. So it's interacting with this door that allows any treasure chests that you've come across to transform into items that you can actually use. So let's head back out and open those up. Okay. Where are they? So I've got a few copper ones and a couple gold ones. So let's open those up. Opened up the ephemeral chest. Draw ticket. Draw ticket. 2 draw tickets. And a +2 Shining Stone belt, which is something that can be used to gain more, I guess, shining powder, which is what you spend to enter this labyrinth. You have, I think you earn 15 a week, and it resets once a week, and you can store up to a max of 60. And it costs 3 every time you want to enter the labyrinth. Let's open these 2 gold ones. See what we've got. Oh, well, or not, because my items could be full. Is it? No, it's not my items. It is this that's full. Okay. I will pick this up again later and probably turn it into an outfit. We'll see. Goodbye, princess's outfit. I need the space. Okay, that's another belt. And this one is another belt. You know what? Let's... I wish there was a way to convert all of them. At once. But we'll just clear a few more spaces. Okay, you can't increase it beyond 60. So, there we go. Alright, well let's head into another one. I'll do one further up the list and then read the floors, or the text from the NPCs of the floors in between while we do that. We did a desert run, so let's go ahead and do... let's do a forest. Holy forest one. Now we're gonna have to do the holy forest one here, so let's also do the... So we'll skip to 6, we'll do the daytime one. And then I'll do the sky garden at sunset before we go on to floor 12. Okay. So for floor 3, the Dawn Holy Forest. You run into someone, a blonde woman in a white outfit says, "Here, all the lost souls that have wandered the labyrinth can, over the passage of time, forget who they are. Those people eventually end up swallowed in the power of this labyrinth and become guardians against those who would challenge this place. I, too, can no longer even remember my name. Before too long, I will likely become one of the guardians of this labyrinth. However, I wonder why it is that when I see you, I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. Have we perhaps met somewhere before?" And the interesting thing about that particular floor is that the boss fight is against... The boss is called the Guardians of Early Dawn, and it's 2 Granzadora soldiers that have that evil purple aura around them. Let's see, floor number 4. The boss is a blue sky dragon. And the... let's see, there's a soldier ghost who says, "Why did that person leave us? Why did that person have to die? I can no longer see anything for all of eternity. That person was our only light." And then there's also a very finely dressed aristocrat woman who says, "Are you two the ally and hero of this era? I am Amelia. I am the queen of the glorious kingdom of Granzadora. My son, the hero Alvin, protected the world of man by striking down a great evil with his sword. Alvin protected our era. Oh, how many people looked forward to the day when my son Alvin would become the king of Granzadora. However, that wish was not to be granted. Alvin lost his life before he could see the world at peace. The hero Alvin was killed by that traitor." So, we've seen his statue in Granzadora Castle. It's massive. You can't miss it. But it's very interesting that we get to learn a little bit of his backstory. Hey, DeQuack! Welcome! How's it going? Okay. So then... Floor 5, the daytime desert one. I'm gonna skip all the genies this time. The daytime desert level. The boss we fight is called the Demon of the Desert. It's a golden beast. That's kind of hard to explain what it looks like. And when you get to the NPCs at the end of that floor, it's actually the blonde woman in white again. And she's the only one there. And she says, "Ah, so we meet again. I wonder if it's because I met the two of you. I've become able to remember a little bit about the era I lived in. That era, the world was in danger of destruction from a being called the Immortal Demon Lord. Among all the people, the only one who could strike down that immortal demon lord and bring light to the world was that era's hero, Alvin. However, the hero Alvin died without knowing the world at peace. He was killed by the ally, Camille. Can you imagine the lamentations, the sadness, the anger of the people who knew this? At that time, in Granzadora Castle, there were beautiful twin statues of the hero Alvin and the ally Camille decorating it. It's no surprise that after Alvin's death, the citizens of Gran Zadora were so carried away by their anger that they stormed the castle and broke down the statue of the ally. Sad, but I guess not surprising. So that brings us to this floor. So we'll just finish this off, fight the boss, and see who's waiting at the end of this one. Ow! I'm glad the maps have been taking it easy on me while I read what was said in the other floors. Yeah, this is the Holy Forest. It's quite lovely. Why is the squirrel so sassy? I don't know. Why can the squirrels detach their tails and hit you with them, is what I want to know. Alright, Genie floor. Moving right along. To the boss. Ah, that is Gran Zadora armor. So we're fighting more soldiers. These are the daylight soldiers. Oh no, that one. That is a defensive buff that he put on the others. Should have attacked that one first. Let's do that. Oh, okay, good. He did not get outside my attack circle. Alright. Ooh, Amusia got to level 50. Nice. We can allocate her skill points once we get outside. Alright, the door's open. So yeah, this is the Holy Forest in the daytime. We'll see it again later. Living Donut. Welcome, how's it going? Maybe we're still hopeful? Oh, thank you, DeQuack. So here we've got a soldier and another aristocrat in the background there. Soldier says, the immortal demon lord is said to have countless lives at his disposal, so that he can rise from the dead no matter how many times he was defeated. It was Alvin and the ally Camille who discovered a way to win against that immortal demon lord. Camille discovered the existence of a forbidden spell that would allow one to seal the immortal demon lord in another world in exchange for the caster's soul. And she told the hero Alvin that she planned to use the spell of her own volition. Okay. Camille, who had decided to sacrifice herself by using the forbidden spell, was praised by the people of Gran Zadora. They said Camille was a true hero. And then, on that fateful day, Alvin and Camille were to be seen off by a great crowd as they headed toward the immortal demon lord's palace. However, Camille had concealed herself and did not show up. Everyone said that Camille had grown fearful and fled. As a result, Alvin shook off everyone who tried to restrain him and flew off to the immortal demon lord's palace alone on Pegasus. So the story... the plot thickens. Do the games have continuity? Some of the DQ games have continuity. 1, 2, and 3 are a trilogy. 4, 5, and 6 are a trilogy. There are a lot of references amongst all the games to other ones. Let's see. We can assign skill points for Unlucia. Where do I want to put them? I think I want to go here. Alright. So that was floor 6. We'll get rid of some of those belts and head inside again. We'll do one more before taking a break. Let's see, we did 6, so let's see the Sky Garden at sunset. So since it's the next one in line, I don't need to do any other translating right away. We'll just wait until we get there. They respect the universal lore. I mean, there isn't necessarily an overarching story or lore amongst all of the games outside of the ones that are in trilogies and obviously connected to each other. they all keep with the same kind of world. It's all this kind of medieval type world. They haven't gone steampunk or futuristic or anything like that. This is a pretty good map. Sometimes the Sky Garden can send you off on dead ends too. Come back here, you. Have they announced a Heroes 3? I know they're still working on a Monsters game that's going to feature Eric. Presumably when he was much younger than he is in 11. But I haven't heard anything about a release for that yet either. Oh yeah, Tokyo Game Show's coming up pretty soon. We may get some good news out of that. Okay, just the one monster left? Do not let the cuter graphics fool you. Final Fantasy may look more realistic, but Dragon Quest, I feel, is the series that punches you harder in the feels. Alright, once again, I'm not gonna bother with the genies. We'll just move on. Okay. Not the best floor, but at least it's kind of all in a line. Oh yeah, and closet mimics can show up quite frequently in these labyrinths. Luckily, they don't seem to have a whole lot of health, so they can usually be taken down before they do anything to you, but it's a thing to be aware of. We all know my luck with mimics. Ow. There we go. Wait, where's... There it is. Okay. Will do, YNC. Thanks for stopping in to Quack. We'll see you later. Okay. 2 more enemies. The rope guy. Yeah, they're an interesting character design. I think it's exclusive to 10. They are actually the cord and decorative bead that is used to tie an obi for a kimono. That is what they are primarily made of. Okay, troll. Boss troll. Okay. That's it for this floor. Onward! Okay. To the boss. Oh, that sound is my companion monster walking down the steps. If you're curious. Alright, we have the Scarlet Bird. Gonna throw a fireball at me? Ah, yes. Coup de grace. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Alright, so Sky Garden, also super lovely. You can see things floating around out there, bits of ruins. Okay, so this soldier says, the hero Alvin flew to the immortal demon lord's palace and used the forbidden spell in the ally Camille's place. The spell was successful, and the immortal demon lord's soul was unable to separate from its body, and he was sealed in another world. However, Alvin's soul was the price paid to use the spell, so darkness invaded his soul, and he was no longer the Alvin we knew when he returned. For that reason, Alvin used the last of his remaining power to seal himself into this labyrinth, which has become his sanctuary. And he's got a... Is he actually a priest? He's got a thing around his neck that's a symbol of the church. It says, "Ah, I can hear it. It is Alvin's voice as he suffers endlessly. I can hear his screams coming up from the depths of this labyrinth." Alvin was killed due to the ally Camille's betrayal. I won't forgive her. I won't forgive her. Who could forgive her? Onward. Okay. Well, we've got more of the labyrinth and the story to cover, but first I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll finish it out when we get back. Thank you all so much for joining me. More DQ10 in just a few minutes.